That's right. I have a bookkeeper in-house for the same reason, because I want to have access to book at any given moment, right? And you do flips, so you know how much activities is involved in a flip, like Home Depot transactions, pay this contractor, do the yard. So, you can't know you're making money unless you know exactly how much you got in it and how much you're going to sell it for, right? I do want to just bring up that point. And the second point was about, I think if you get into long-term rental for cash flow, I think you would agree with me that it's not really, I'm not going to say it's the wrong reason, but that shouldn't be the reason, because you're hardly going to get,
very difficult.
Very difficult. And if anyone listening to this podcast say you cash flowing load of money from your rental, we want to learn from you, because we both are not good at that. So the rental is what we build so that we can get the tax write-off from our flips, right? And then 10 years from now, when your property appreciate, you can do a cash out refi where you can get tax-free money, or you can sell them and cash out and go retire.
It's actually, since you talk about refinance, this is my refinance right here, right? So one of the house I bought when I was 22 years old, instead of selling it and pay a lot of tax, I was like, okay, let me just, take my money out, it's tax-free. And, like car payment, 15%. If you go buy a used car right now, 15%, right?
Yes.
And they only give you 10 years. If you go refinance a house, they're going to give you 30 years. They're going to give you 7.5% interest.
Yes.
And I was like, boom, okay, well, let me get that and go buy the car. Tax free.
Yeah, no brainer.
No brainer. Yeah. So although the cash flow is low, you still have the equity side of it, right? That's what I love about real estate. You have cash flow, you have equity, right? You can always play with both.
I think the beautiful thing also is when you buy it deep enough where you have no cash in it, right? That's made it like exponential. You can't calculate the rate of return on it because you have no money in it.
It's infinite.
Yes, it's infinite. Because you're a math guy, I don't know if you can, figure that. But so get back to your operation. You're doing multiple different things. How do you manage your staff, your team? Because every aspect of your business, the flipping, the short-term rental, the building your team in EXP, those things require a different skill set. So how do you manage that?
So to your surprise, people think I have a really big team, but really I run my operation very, very lean. So up until this point, I just have, me, myself. And then on the transaction side, I have a transaction coordinator. And then, recently, so I told you about my second best hire already. My third best hire is an executive assistant, right? A virtual assistant. But I call her the executive assistant because she basically, take a lot of workload off my plate. So let's say, writing contract, helping me with social media, do like a ton of stuff that I'm stuck at, especially paperwork, right? She handle all of that. And people, they like, recently, my team, they make fun of me because I have so many subscriptions. You have no idea. I just take a moment to look at all my subscriptions. I mean, it's cheap, but it's still a lot. But I was like, without a subscription, it's going to be kind of difficult for me to manage my business, right? So let's say for short-term rental, right, you have Price Lab, right, that control your price. And then you have Hospitable, that basically, automate all of your messes. And then, I use BombBomb because when I send out an offer, I put myself in the video. I use BombBomb. I use Trello. I have Riverside too. I have StreamYard. It just, I would say like all the subscription and all the technology that if you use it efficiently, it's going to help you streamline your business so much, right? And then you keep your staff really lean and they just have to learn on how to use this technology, this subscription, to help you run the business.